being in your 20s is honestly like terrifying, to be honest. Remember that moment when you turn 20 and you blow out your candles and someone asks you, "So, do you feel any older?" And like any other birthday, you'd say, "No, not really. Nothing's changed." Well, wrong. As soon as we hit 20, everything changes. We come into adulthood, gain all this new responsibility, and start making decisions for ourselves. This is new. Being in your 20s is like coming to the end of a path, or the beginning of a new path. Before the age of 20, we're all at the same stage, same path. All in school, learning new things, making new friends. But as soon as we hit 20, everything changes. You finish school and say your goodbyes, and the only way to stay in contact with half of the people you grew up with is by watching their stories on social media. It's funny how you grow up with people and were once at the same stage. Now everyone's taken their own paths. Half the people you grew up with moved away, some are engaged, some are even married, and some have kids. Some are off traveling the world. Like, what? This is crazy. We're all at different stages in our lives now. Some have even bought a house, while the rest of us are still here thinking about what we're even going to do with our lives. At some point in your 20s, you realize it's okay to be at different stages in your life. And as interesting as it is to go on social media and see what stage other people are on, here's your reminder to not compare yourself to others. And remember, you're only in your 20s after all. Being in your 20s is a time to experiment. Go through your healthy girl era, your party era, your productive era, try it all out. I used to go to the circus and decide I wanted to be a gymnast. I'd watch a girl ice skate and decide I want to be a figure skater. I'd see people exercising and decide to get myself a gym membership because I thought I was going to become the next athlete. I'd be determined for the first month or two, and before I knew it, I'd be back to square one, not knowing what I wanted to do with my life. I'm not saying it's a bad thing, in fact, I applaud it. If I could tell my younger self anything, it would be to try as many things as possible, even if they don't work out. Talking about not knowing what you want to do with your life. As kids, we used to get asked a lot, "What do you want to do when you're older?" And as kids, we would have so many ideas. I want to be an astronaut, a teacher, a vet, a doctor. The list was endless. Now, being in your 20s, people ask us the dreadful question, "What do you want to do with your degree?" And it leaves us all speechless. Well, most of us. What am I hoping to do with my biomedical degree? Honestly, I have no clue. But you can't say that because people expect you to know exactly what you want to do with your life. So better to say something like, "Oh, I'm thinking of working in a lab, keeping my options open." Yeah, that sounds better. When in reality, we're all in the same boat trying to figure everything out. Trying to balance studies while working for the first time in our lives, while paying our own bills for the first time in our lives, while maintaining a social life. And let's be honest, unless you stayed at uni accommodations, your social life isn't as grand as everyone else's. But that's okay because we're not all extroverts here. The reality is, the beauty of being in your 20s is that you can make it anything you want it to be. If you like partying, you can go out and party. If you like a calm evening, you can be in bed by 7 PM eating pizzas and watching a movie. #guilty. We're at that stage that we have so much independence that we can do whatever we want, and that's the beauty of it all. As a kid, I wanted to be a gymnast, then a doctor, then a YouTuber. I'd always be making videos in my room, pretending to have a YouTube channel.
Guess who got a tripod? So this is the first investment I've ever made for YouTube. Guys, I've sacrificed my own money for YouTube. Oh my god, I can't even believe it. This is so cool.
Then eventually I started my own channel. Even when I didn't have the equipment for it, I'd be filming on my phone and editing on my phone because I was passionate about it.
My video is editing. Yes, I still edit on my phone. But don't worry guys, one investment is made. Soon come, I'll be able to get a Mac and I will edit on a Mac. Today we're going to be unboxing the one and only Starlight MacBook Air.
It's also something I enjoyed and continue to enjoy. My take home to you from this is if you have a hobby or something that you're passionate or good at, keep doing it. Don't fear the judgment of what others might think, because let me tell you this, we're all just small beings in a big world, and trust me when I say everyone is so focused on their own lives to really care what others are doing. We're all in the same boat, whether we show it or not, trying to come out of our shell and figure out exactly what we want to do with our lives. So If you're feeling lost in your 20s, I just want to remind you that there's so many people out there who are also feeling lost in their 20s. Don't overwhelm yourself by comparing yourself to others. It's normal to not have it all figured out yet. Pick up a new hobby, whether it's calisthenics, is that how you say it? Learning about herbalism, or even starting a YouTube channel. Set up systems to make you consistent and see where it takes you. It's easy to try things, especially when you get that motivational boost, and we all know what I'm talking about. 3 a.m. in the morning and you suddenly get that motivation to change your life around. Yeah, we've all gone through that. The hard part is actually staying consistent. So for 2024, make it a goal of yours to try something and stay consistent at it. Don't fear the judgment of others, because everyone is honestly so caught up in their own lives that they don't really care what you're doing. They don't care. Take me as an example. I'm sitting in my room on my own with my brunch, talking to myself, talking to a camera. How bizarre. That's bizarre. But no one cares because everyone is so caught up in their own lives doing their own thing right now. So this is your sign. If you want to go out there and try something new, if you want to go horse riding for the first time, do it. If you want to start a channel, do it. You're in your 20s. Your 20s are your prime years to be doing whatever the hell you want to be doing. If you want to start a business, go ahead and start that business. Go and do what you want to do without the fear and judgment of others. I'm gonna go and enjoy this now. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope that it showed you that if you are feeling lost in your 20s, or even whatever age you are, 30s, 40s, if you're feeling lost, it's absolutely normal. Start by picking a hobby or something that you want to do or pursue in your life, and just go for it. Doesn't matter what anyone else thinks, go for it. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys did enjoy this video, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!